This week on The Pilgrim Show,
we heard this noise coming from the chimney.
Our kids head up to Grandma's and have their own adventure. Danielle and I, staying in Southern California, get to have a week-long date night.
That's not gross at all.
Not gross.
We also show you what it takes to transform our trailer from our house into a mobile house as we take it on the road.
These are the fun parts of trailer life.
All that and a ton more on this week's episode of The Suburban Pilgrim Show. Get out of here! All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of The Suburban... Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of The Suburban Pilgrim Show. This episode comes to you from my car. That's right. I'm in my car recording this because it's midnight, and I feel like our neighbors wouldn't appreciate me being like, "Hey, everyone. Welcome to The Suburban Pilgrim Show." That's how I tend to talk. My wife says I'm a loud talker.
It sounds like somebody's dying.
Anyways, we still have a great show for you, even though it's in my car at night and it looks terrible. It's still fine. We've got a great show. A lot of things happened this week, although I didn't film a whole lot. The thing was, we took our kids up to my grandparents up in Northern California. So they've been up there having their own little adventures, while Danielle and I have been down here having our own little adventures.
We look like weirdos.
We're weirdos.
So the kids went up to my parents for a week, actually, just to get away from our stay at Pio Pico and make the time go a little quicker before we hit the road officially. But the kids did send some videos from what they've been doing up at my parents' house. They've been having a good time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Suburban Pilgrims. No, this is for Suburban Pilgrims. Yep. You mean Grandpa? So, Malachi, we're down here at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Well, I guess up here. And what are some of the things that you like to do at Grandma's house? He has to think. Anyway, so the boys don't want to do this video because they're cleaning the chimney. But Malachi, come here. What did we just experience?
Well, I just held the bird for 25 seconds. Zealand wanted to hold him, but
Ow.
Anyway,
so a bird was in the chimney. So Grandma, she unlatched all the pieces to the chimney, and it finally flew out, because that was one of the moments that we'll never forget at Grandma's house. And Malachi, all he's doing is raving about how he got to hold the bird for 25 seconds.
well, I just held the bird for 25 seconds. 25 seconds. 25 seconds.
And my wife and I have been having like date nights every night this week, which has been awesome. We've done a lot of cool things. I haven't got a lot on video though, because we've been having too good of a time. I did film a little bit this week from some of our shopping expeditions.
Well, you just had a great idea.
Just a great idea. Each state we're in, I want to get a history book that tells about what state we're in.
Or we could just get a book that's not about where we're going and just confuse them and be like, no, it's the same place. Like, yeah, but that book was about New York City and we're in Alabama. We'll be like, it's the same. You know, just to confuse the kids.
Leave me alone. I'm blind you.
And we also just tonight actually went to Old Town San Diego, which is one of our favorite places to go in San Diego. It was super bright. Actually, it wasn't super bright. It was the opposite of bright. And the opposite of bright is dark, and that's what it was. It was very dark, and I only had Danielle's phone, so it doesn't take great video, but whatever. It looked good enough to show you here.
You're always so short. All
I
right.
look like my mom.
This is one of our favorite places in San Diego, is Old San Diego. Especially if you come here, especially
Holidays,
to
any
the
holiday.
well, yeah, they do cool holiday stuff, but then the street with the old Victorian homes, one of the coolest places. And but we've never been here at night.
Nope.
It's so cool at night, and just the two of us. It's very
It looks like
cool.
Pirates of the
Caribbean, yeah, it does. Too dark with this camera, but
For the Yankee dollar. Beat it, man, beat it. Since the Yankee come to Trinidad, they got the.
you can't see, but that's okay. There's nothing to see. Actually, there's a lot to see. You're just missing it all. But in Old Town also, there's this cigar shop that's It's in a building. Well, actually, no, the cigar shop's been there since 18...
It's one of the first cigar shops.
One of the first cigar
in
shops.
California.
Yeah.
Working for the Yankee dollar.
It opened in 1868. Was the first cigar store in San Diego, but I think it was one of the first ones in.
It's the first cigar store in the world. But they looked at photos to see what it looked like
Yes.
back in the old days.
So it's set up identical to how it was, and then it all burnt down in 1872.
Yeah,
So
so
not
it didn't
a
have a
long
very
run.
long run. So they kept it like it was when it burnt down. It's just full of charcoal and ash, and it's awesome.
We had an awesome time. We really do love Old Town in San Diego. It's one of our favorite places. And we did some really cool things that I actually didn't get on video. But one of the things that we did that I did get on video was one of my favorite places to go. One of my favorite places to go down Old Town.
So good. Buy one, get one free. Root beers.
Root beer floats.
Root beer floats. But you get to pick your root beer, and there's like literally 30 different kinds of root
Oh,
beer.
so many.
And the lady knows about every single one of them.
Yeah.
And they're super good. And there's tons of baby spiders over there that are freaking me out.
They're freaking me out, man.
And we also this week moved the trailer from one location to another. And we got a bunch of video on that process of like taking the trailer from living in it to getting it ready for the road.
So the way it works for the most part is I handle most of the outside stuff. So our Christmas lights are an essential part of trailer life. Get to wrap all those up, roll up our big, whatever this thing is, this mat, put up all the chairs. I have to take all the, the stabilizers up and do all the, that kind of stuff. It takes about an hour. This car has to get on top of this. I may have lost the leveraging wrench that you use to put it on there, which makes this very easy. It's gone. So now we have to figure out how to get this with the weight of the car on it on top of that. It's dumb. I hate this kind of stuff. And then she does all the inside stuff, and that involves, she's a clean freak, so she cleans up a ton, and then she also has to take down, I'll film some stuff in there.
Everything in the cupboard stays. You don't have to move anything there. They stay in the cupboard. The bathroom is the one that has like everything in the shower and everything has to come down because it all tips over. So anything that's on the shelves in there comes down. The boys' TV, that comes off, and our TV comes off when we put it usually on our bed. The table stays, and usually after I take everything off, I always dust it really well.
I don't always wear gloves, but when I do, it's because of the sewer hose.
And that probably takes, what do you think, like 2 hours total?
To do everything?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think we could do it in one if everything, although...
nothing goes smoothly.
I was gonna say if everything works out, but nothing ever
never
works
does.
out. There's always something. So these are our stabilizer, equalizer bars that go into either side of the hitch. So the bar goes from here all the way to here, and it helps keep our car from dripping. Dripping? Nope. Dropping. That's the right word. So I'll use that one. Keeps it from dropping. It kind of holds it there, and also keeps the trailer from doing, swaying. Is that how you sway?
If somebody's looking at me like from their trailer in the car, I'm just like talking to my phone, they're gonna think I'm psycho. So it's been a cool week overall. One of the things that we're also doing this week is coming out with our 5th episode of Ask the Pilgrims, and that's the show where you guys submit questions and we try to answer them to the best of our abilities. If we don't have answers, we just make them up. If you'd like to watch that show when it comes out later this week, all you have to do is join the Pilgrim Company. It's 100% free. You join it over on our website, and that gives you access to a special page special page, I was going to say, but page isn't a word, so I'm going to stick to page. It's a locked off page you got to have a password for, and you get that password when you join the Pilgrim Company. And the reason we're doing that is just to kind of funnel people down into those who like watch our shenanigans, and they're like, they kind of watch from a distance, and they're like, whatever. And we get people through the Pilgrim Company who are like really interested in what we're doing and are wanting to learn more, maybe because they're going to do their own thing or start their own pilgrimage, so we have content more specified for them. Joe, hey Joe, come here. I actually don't know a Joe. I was supposed to say go, but it came out Joe because it's midnight and my mouth doesn't work. Anyways, go over to suburbanpilgrims.com and you can join there. It's very easy. You'll see the little button. There's a button there, but the button's name isn't Joe. It's Larry. Because Joe wouldn't press buttons. We all know Joe's beyond that, but Larry can't do anything more than press buttons. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. At this point, I need to go back in the trailer and go to bed. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But thanks for watching this week, so appreciate it. Tune in next week. We've got a lot more coming out next week because our kids are going to be back, so there's always a lot more going on then. Thanks so much for your support, though, of this show. We really, really appreciate it. Well, not just the show, but our whole pilgrimage. And by support, I just mean you guys commenting and sharing our stuff is super encouraging. Makes us feel like maybe we are doing the right thing, and that's awesome. So thanks so much. We will see you next week.